Hello, intrepid spiritual energy explorers and experimenters. I'm a little today, as the rest of the world in America is. Everybody's a little so, but I wanted to come on and pull a very specific reading because I've been getting hits for a while that this Wednesday, 12/10/25, is an important energy day for the whole life system on Earth. And I think I can best describe what I've been getting about it as a turning point, a true turning point of some description. Could be that on that day, certain things happen, radical things might happen, radical shifts, whether that would involve people exiting or not, I don't know, but some sort of important clearing and turning point. So I want to throw the cards and see what they have to say about this idea. And see if you can leave me a comment, a like, let me know what you think. As far as Wednesday in the theory of the 1111 energies and the calendar that I was taught by Chief Golden Light Eagle, standing out at the time that he participated and ran ceremonies through which these teachings came. Wednesdays are a karmic clearing day, and or a karmic day, karma dharma day. So you get a gift or a lesson on Wednesdays to help you move forward in your path towards sustainable growth and living life. The field naturally supports living. And these energies are part of the universal system that support life living on planet Earth. That's my theory. So in that theory, Wednesdays are a karmic day, and particularly when the moon is between full and new, which is a clearing period, and particularly as we get closer to that midpoint of the clearing, and that's precisely what Wednesday represents, the 10th. So it is a strong clearing day for the moon cycle of this last complete moon that we had. In other words, we'll get a new moon before the end of December. But this moon we're in is the last full cycle of a moon we went through in this solar year, in the calendar year. So it's an important energy day from an important energy moon. The effect on the planet is also affected by the balance of light to dark, and as we approach the lowest point where we have more dark than light in the United States, or total darkness in certain areas of the planet, we have this effect of this clearing where the plants and everything that is life driven is driven by light. And so when that light is lessened, our connection to life is lessened. And so a clearing that can occur in this moment, at this time of year, in this moon, is an extremely powerful clearing point. And so first of all, I recommend for anyone who's interested in working with these energies, that's a great day to get rid of the things in your life that no longer serve you, to really pare down. If you want to break a habit, that's a day to quit the habit and cut it clean. all the energies will support you in removing things that do not serve your life on that day. But I want to do a reading and see what that's going to mean for the United States. So if you'll hold tight, I'll bring you down and we'll throw the cards. I haven't decided what deck to use yet, so you'll see that in a second. Remember, like, subscribe, it's free, comment, just gets it out there, and I appreciate you guys. Okay, hold on and I'll bring you down. Okay, so we're going to use the Sufi Tarot by Adhpa and the Aisha Frost Animal Elders Oracle to clarify. I have shuffled the deck, and hold on a second here, and we'll do one more shuffle on those decks and then pull. The reading is going to be what is going to occur on December 10th, 2025, and what is it going to mean for us? All right, here we go. Alrighty, so here we go. We'll shuffle these up one more time while we ask the question, what's going to happen December 12th, and what does it mean for us here in America? These are large cards. Okay, give it one more shuffle, and then we'll start. So, what's going to happen in 2 days? And what's it mean for us? What's going to happen on December 10th? Oh, all right. Got a couple kicked right out. And then the clarifiers. What's going to happen in 2 days? And what does it mean for us in the collective, and particularly in the United States? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? On 12/10. Okay, what's that one? All right, let's see. Signifier card is, oops, do we have the deck upside down? Nope. All right, so signifier is 4 of Coins reversed. So this card is about gathering in your energy, and it's really about what that point of time is. And reverse means even more. I mean, even more so, you're unattached. Everything is easily detached from Earth. There is an opening to disconnection from life, from the field. It's that clearing moment, and that's clarified by Elder Duck saying follow the flow. So that's a very good signifier for the reading. That's what we've asked about. This is about being in a cycle of flow. This is a point of great clearing in the flow. The challenge for us is the Queen, I think. Hold on, let me just double check, because the Malika might be the page, and I need to find out. Yeah, Queens. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles or Coins reversed is the challenge. And when we read it challenged, we turn it on its side. So normally you see the challenge from, like, the challenges to achieve the upside. In this case, the challenge is to remove the downside. It's the opposite. So this is talking about clearing. This is a time for an internal clearing of all the things that do not serve. And this is a challenge for the field to determine those things. Which are those things? And this is clarified by Elder Bat. Trust your senses. This is about everybody having agency over their own internal well-being, and therefore from that trusting that which must be removed, which is not serving. So this is going to the deep, essential things that are not serving the well-being. And since we're asking specifically about America, for us in the United States, there are things, leaders, things personally, things on a community level, things on state levels. There's things going on at all levels, or things that we have accumulated at all levels that are not serving the good of the United States anymore. And we are challenged on this day to identify and remove those things, or those things are being challenged on this day for removal. What we have control over, Taslim, this is the Hanged Man. This is about suspending ourselves and seeing it from another view. Things have been suspended, upended. We've been forced to look at them from another view, we think, but actually we have control over that. This has been in our control. This suspension of whatever needs to be suspended is in our control. And this is clarified by Elder Swan. Recognize your beauty. This is about being able to see what good can come from suspending things, taking another view, pulling up on the reins now, stopping and smelling the roses, recognizing the beauty of the moment of that suspension. This is a day where there is a suspension of something so that things can be removed. And we have control over seeing that as a good thing or not. The recent past affecting things is Qamar 18, the moon. This is about this one thing. It's the moon cycle. So that full moon cycle is now affecting this. This is also about there's been murkiness, hidden things, lunacy. We've seen this craziness in the past, in the recent past. There's been, like, everything has been murky and unknowable and hidden, that moon quality of light. Things appear differently in the moonlight. And this is as clarified by Elder Deer, soften into love. There has been, because of this strangeness that has permeated everything, like in the moonlight, it tends to soften people. They become hushed. They become still. So there is, even though there has been this difficult time, it has allowed the people, to the collective, to become more open, to go more into their hearts. What we can't control in this situation is the Four of Swords. This is about somebody withdrawing. In this card, she's sleeping. This is about the sleepers. We can't control people who will not wake up their minds, who will not speak their minds, whose mental work is occurring in a dream state. We can't control that. There will be some who, sleep through this. And that is clarified by Elder Hummingbird. Remember the magic. But, and that's telling us that even in dreams. So some people will not understand this as it unfolds. It will have to be revealed to them in dream times and through it becoming ubiquitous everywhere, the impossibility of the hummingbird, this little bird that's wings flap that fast continuously. And if you've ever tried to tap your fingers or wave your arms, what would that take to create that continuous activity? It doesn't make sense. It's insane, right? So this is the magic of the life field, that even those who are not awake and aware and picking up on what's going on are being affected even in dream state. What we are manifesting, and we have the 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune, I think. Let me just double check that real quick. So the 10 is, yes, Wheel of Fortune. This is, we want to create good fortune. We're seeking to create out of this event, whatever it is, to make things better. And that's good. And that's as clarified as soar with insight. So there is definitely within the collective earth life field a desire to use this clearing in a good way and to create from that good fortune afterwards, soaring with a new insight. And I love that this is the eagle when we're talking about the United States, because whatever is happening on Wednesday is with the intention of making things better. How we see ourselves, 7 of Staves. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming in that day. Could be literal missiles, could be a bunch of messages, could be one thing after another. Whatever is occurring that day is a very passionate inflow over and over and over. So I would expect many things to occur that day, as clarified through Elder Dragonfly, travel through dream time. And you see she's sitting, regardless of what's flying over her head, she is in a calm meditative state. And this is saying that we have to understand that there's going to be all sorts of things happening, but we have to hold our center through it. And we see ourselves as being here, or the life field sees itself as being here to hold through these big upheavals and changes. The environment in which we sit is the Page of Cups. This is that innovative person, the dreamer, bringing something new, bringing in a innovation of some sort. So she is singing to the water, and she is also in a ceremonial process of integrating with the water, using the water and the tea, and creating within that her own breath and music, which she then sings back into the water. So this means that there's going to be something really new, unusual, a little magical about the environment on that day. As clarified by Elder Owl, trust your inner knowing. You know, this looks to me like whatever is going to occur is really going to look rough. And we're going to have to be calm through it and rely on those things that soothe our soul. You know, create that inner peace and that inner ceremony to get through this. This is a powerful day. Something powerful is occurring. Hopes and fears is the Shah of Cups. This is the energy king. This is the one that resets the energy, the spiritual peace of the whole world, directs that outer energy to the right places. So if there's a clearing going on, this is saying that, you know, we're concerned about how that gets directed outwards. We have hope that it will clear the things we all know need to be clear, but there's also a little bit of a fear in there, because what if we are cleared? What if the clearing is us when we thought we were being the parts of this that are good? So there's always with that the possibility for humanity to go into fear. But this is saying don't go into fear. Trust that the right things are being cleared, whatever it looks like. As clarified by Elder Bear, rest your body. So, you know, what this is saying to me is that possibly this could be illness related. There could be something that just drives a lot of people into a down sleep state, potentially. And maybe that, maybe people get, maybe it's overwhelmed. Maybe people get overwhelmed. And this is saying over and over and over again, whatever is happening on this clearing, you know, take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to rest if your body needs to rest. Trust in the process. Stay in the flow. Focus on the light. It's going to be a bit rocky. And the final outcome is the Shah of Swords. This is about restoring truth. There is going to be an outward directing of all the way people think. This is going to change the way the life field is directing data. It could be the winds, it could be change in judicial leadership, it could be a mass arrest event, even. That kind of energy is what we're talking about here. And that's as clarified by Elder Firefly. Shine your light. So I think what this is saying is that there's going to be like an outer directing of the minds to seek truth. And so this is saying shine your truth light, because that is going to be directed outward into the field. So if we approach whatever is going to occur with this clearing on Wednesday from connection and centered and focused as the field will, it's going to release some change in the data, the thinking, the consciousness of the field. And let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck on this. We have strength. So this is a good clearing energy. It's part of the cycle. It's natural. And that's as clarified by Elder Starfish. Retrieve your destiny. It's a day of some sort of destiny. So, you know, what I'm seeing here is we might see on the exterior some passionate actions, a lot of messages coming out. Whatever it is that's going on is going to result in some sort of large scale legal or judicial, scientific advance, something to do with the way human consciousness is. And when I'm looking at the rest of this about the sleepers through this and going within, I think what's going to happen has something to do with a literal shift in human consciousness that occurs on that day. And it may be subtle. It may be subtle. All right, that's what I'm going with. Hold on and I'll bring you up and we'll close it out. All right. Well, in a way that dovetails pretty well with what I was thinking, because a lot of people are in the chat groups and stuff I'm in on other readers, really great readers out there, by the way, who do political readings and so forth daily. There's Autumn over at the Black and Orange channel. Love her stuff. But there's a lot of great ones too. I was on Petty Boots last night listening. They were hilarious. There's just so many great readers. Of course, Linda. We know Danny. The guys at Twin Tarot. So many of them. And also some that we've lost, like Tim, who is missed. So anyway, but a lot of us have been trying to figure out, like, when is this cruel administration coming to an end? And I have been getting the hit on this, that the 10th is a turning point. There is a turning point. It doesn't mean this is the end. It won't be evaporating, but there is something occurring that day. There's going to be so much information and data and stuff occurring, one thing after the other on that day, that it's going to be the turning point to make real change in the way we approach everything in the United States, about our government and how we do things, everything. Something major is shifting, and somehow that begins on Wednesday. That's my take on it. Now, whether the administration lasts long after that, whether any people last long after that, I don't know. I think, though, this is clearly showing us that this is going to be for the good of the country, and we can take hope in that. At least I'm taking hope in that. So, love you guys. See you next week, and hang in there. We got this. We really do. We got this.